Okay, I want to show you now my Moustache Parakeet, and I call him my Mustache. Oh shit, my other bird is totally eating my calendar. Hold on. George, don't get jealous. Okay. Okay. Alright. Well, I want to show you my Moustache Parakeet, and he has no name because I can't come up with one, and the reason I can't come up with one is mostly because I'm OCD. Let me explain why. Oh, jeez. George is causing such a stir over here because he's jealous that he's just opened the CD player. I've had this Moustache Parakeet for about 5 days, and I got him at the Moreno Valley Animal Shelter, which is very far away. But I had a Moustache Parakeet about a year ago, and unfortunately, he could fly, and I really wanted to let my poor bird enjoy flying, so he flew around the house, and I never opened the door or anything, but one day my brother came to visit, and he smokes cigarettes, so he went outside, and the bird wanted to be with him, so he flew out, and I guess he missed him, and I lost my bird that day. So there's this great community in California called Parrots 911, and what they do is they go on to like Craigslist and all of the birds' websites, and they see who's missing a bird, who found the bird. Maybe I know to look on Craigslist or to post on Craigslist to see who might find my bird, but maybe I don't know about another website. So what they do is they connect everybody. They're like, oh, Moustache Parakeet's missing, and that's been posted on Craigslist, and someone found one, and that was posted on such other website, right? And then they email you, and they go, could this be your parakeet, or could this be your bird? So I still get emails from them, and I got one that said there was a Moustache Parakeet at Moreno Valley Animal Shelter, which is 70 miles away. So of course, you know, I love my bird, and I went to see, but it wasn't him. And he's a rare bird. He is, well, he's not exactly rare, but he's of this species of ringnecks, which ringnecks is a much more popular bird. The difference is mostly their coloring. And so most people would have come in and thought this was a ringneck, but I went straight in. I'm like, I'm looking for my Moustache Parakeet, da-da-da. So they knew that I was real. And why do I say that is because birds are very expensive pets. A lot of people try to get them for free or very cheap. So they knew that, like, really, I had a Moustache Parakeet and I was just looking for my baby. And the lady over there, I think her name was Sherry, she's such a great lady because she did not want this bird to go to just anyone. She called me and she's like, you remember you came in looking for your bird? Well, we think you'd be a perfect owner for this bird. And I'm happy to have him. So I came down and I got him, and I had no idea who's the friendliest sweetie in the world. Watch how he steps up. Step up. Okay. Well, okay. And he lets me, like, kiss him and hold him and pet him, right? Yeah. He's the sweetest. He's having a little trouble right now because, you know, George is jealous, so we have to get George accustomed to... George is over here eating the crap out of this pen because he's jealous. Let me show you if I can show you real quick. Hold on. Step up, baby. There he is. He's doing anything for attention. What's going to happen now is that he's going to break that pen, and the ink is going to go spilling all over my desk, and he's going to ruin my calendar, which, back when I mentioned I was OCD, it's not a joke. I'm going to have to rip off the whole January page, and I'm going to have to wait till February to make use of this calendar, and if I really want to get really, like, in that mode, like, I don't know, if I don't eat or something and get some sort of chemical imbalance, then I'll have to go buy a new calendar at Staples. Yeah. So, let's get back to the reason why this guy has no name. Well, right now, I have a bird named George, so to follow rules of how I like things to be done, this bird's name needs to begin with a G. Or, it could be, like, since George is kind of a funny name for a bird, it could be, like, another guy's name, which, even if that doesn't begin with a G, like let's say I had George and Stanley or George and Donald, something fun and funny like that. A lot of people like Donald right now, but we also came up with Leo. My sister came up with Leo, and my brother, they smell so good in their nostril. I don't know what it is, but all you bird lovers, you know what I'm talking about. This one smells like baby powder. And then my brother came up with Zoopy, which is cool because I'm upset that I can't name him a Z name or a cool name because it needs to match George, like George and Donald, like 2 male names, or George and Giovanni, or I thought about Gucci, but then someone told me that doesn't go with George either because even though it's a G, it's not a male's name. So I'm so stuck. I don't even know what to name him. And he's such a sweetie. He really, really is. I'm going to do a whole nother video blog about my OCD problems, and you'll see. You'll see. I'll describe. Maybe it'll help some of you out there. So not too bad, but it's if you can only see it if you're really, really, really in my world, and then you like can't wait to be out of my world because it's just nuts. So yeah, if anybody has any ideas for this baby's name, he's a sweetie. He's a beauty, and he's already got separation anxiety, so when I leave the room, he calls me. Oh, and you know what I did? In order to spend some time with him, I have a little cage now that I put next to my bed. It's not his big cage. It was a travel cage, and I put it next to my bed so that he could sleep next to me. He likes these birds. I don't know what it is with them. They like hair and eyelashes and stuff. I put it so he could sleep next to me, but I didn't cover his cage because I just wanted him to see me for one night, the first night he was here. 8 o'clock in the morning, the little bastard opens his cage and comes and sleeps next to me, which was really cute. Right? Okay. So, this is me and the little guy, and we're here to say hi, and if anyone has any good names, I'd love to hear them, because I just want to give him such a nice name that I can't settle on anything, and I'm not just going to go for it. George happened quite by accident. Also happens to be my father's name, and I adore my dad. So, and not only that, I've been studying birds since I was like 7 years old. My dad used to order me this bird magazine from England too, and the magazine always had these stories, and all the interesting birds in the stories, their name was George. So me and my brother always wanted to name a bird George, because for us it was like, it was also our father's name, and we're like, my dad's kind of mischievous too, so we're like, something in the name. People that like to have fun, So, but now that I live in California, sometimes I call him Jorge. Yeah, it's cute. Okay, so from me and the little guy, goodbye.